In this video, I'm going to tell you how to find new clients as a remote programmer. So if you are a remote programmer and you're looking to find some clients so that you can continue working from home and enjoying that beautiful working from home lifestyle, that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm John from simpleprogrammer.com, and on this channel I teach you everything that you need to know to build a successful software development career, how to get started in the industry, how to build up your career, how to advance, how to go to the higher stages of earning where you can make $300 an hour and more. So how do you find some clients, right? Let's say that you're a remote programmer, okay? You're working from home and, everything is great. You've got a nice, super new MacBook Pro. You've got your nice setup at home. You don't have to deal with angry bosses and customers and clients and coworkers, and you can just sit in your home office and just make some damn good code. How do you find clients? Well, this is a big challenge, okay? I'm going to tell you some of the ways that you can go out there and find clients that will work for you, and then at the end I'm going to tell you the best way. It's not necessarily the advice you want to hear, but it's the best way, because believe me, I've done it myself and I've coached a lot of developers and helped them to do this. The most obvious thing is to use job search sites or gig search sites like Upwork or Fiverr, right, or freelancer.com. Now, the big problem with that, and you could do this starting out, but the big problem with that is that, one, you're going to have a lot of competition. It's going to be hard for you to get those, especially the good jobs, or especially if you don't have a reputation and a ranking on there, especially if you're starting out, okay? Number two is that because of the competition, the prices are going to be driven lower, right? It's going to become more of a commodity game there, right? So if you're competing with programmers that are in India, that are in China, that are in, maybe not China so much, but in Russia, in a lot of kind of third world countries that are willing to work for $10 an hour, and they're expert iOS developers, and you're an iOS developer, how are you going to charge $50 an hour? How are you going to charge $100 an hour, right? You're not. You're going to have to compete with them. Maybe someone will hire you because, let's say that you're in the United States, you're an native English-speaking programmer in the US. Maybe they'll pay you $20 an hour or $25 an hour, but they're not going to pay you a lot more than the Indian programmer or Russian programmer, or whatever it is, that's charging $10 an hour. They're not going to pay you $100 an hour when they can find someone who's very skilled and talented at $10 an hour. The third one is that you're going to spend a lot of time trying to just get jobs. You're going to have to go and apply for a lot of jobs, right? There's going to be huge overhead. You're not getting paid for that time. So maybe, in a week worth of work, you might spend 10 hours looking for jobs and applying for jobs, which not only is it a waste of time, but it's not fun. That's some boring shit. You don't want to do that. Now, the second way to get jobs as a remote programmer is through word of mouth. Now, this can work for you if, let's say, you're working for a company and then you quit and you became a remote programmer and you did some freelancing contracts for them, and then they know someone, and then you get referrals. The problem with that primarily is two things. One, when you're getting business from referrals, the issue is that a lot of times the way that you refer someone is you say, well, this person is really good and they're really cheap. They did a great job for me. A lot of people, when they're asking for referrals, they want to find someone who does a good job and isn't very expensive. And so when you're getting referral type of customers, there's almost an implicit expectation that you're going to cut them a deal. Because usually when you get your first clients, the way that you do it is by cutting a deal. Now, I'm not saying you can't build a business based on this. A lot of people have built successful businesses just through word of mouth and just getting referrals, and have raised their rates over time. But in general, you're going to have to fight against that. And it's also something that you can't rely on. You don't know that you're going to constantly get referrals. Just because someone has given you some referrals and you've got a good stream of referrals, the problem is that you can't handle all of that business, and it might just come at once, right? They say when it rains, it pours. And it's true, right? You can get a lot in your pipeline, and then you can have droughts where you don't have referrals and you don't have any way to drum up any business because your business model is completely based on other people and their word of mouth. That brings us to the way that I'd recommend building up clients, okay? The way that I've done it myself, the way that I've gotten clients as a remote programmer, way I've advised and coached other people. But it's not the most shiny, it's not the most fun, and it takes some time, which is to market yourself as a software developer, to build up a reputation online and to have what we call inbound marketing, right? You can have outbound marketing. Outbound marketing is when you run some advertisements. Maybe you could run some Facebook ads, or you put an ad in Craigslist, right? Or, you advertise your skills out there and hopefully someone, takes you up on it, okay? But inbound marketing is where people come to you directly, where you create some kind of content, okay? You create something that causes people to come to your blog, to come to your YouTube channel, to come to your website, and they actually reach out to you directly, and you don't have to reach out to anyone. You don't have to put out all that effort and that work in trying to get clients. The problem with this is it takes time. Right? So what I recommend is if you are a remote programmer, if you want to be a freelance programmer, the best thing that you can do right now is you can create a blog. Okay? That's where you can start. You can do a YouTube channel as well, but I've got actually a free course on how to create a blog to boost your career. Go through that course. Go and create a blog using that, and you want to build up on that blog some expertise, right? So that you get people coming to you. If you followed my career, that's how I got started out, right? I started the Simple Programmer blog over 10 years ago now, but it'll be 10 years ago actually in November. When I started that blog, it was just my personal blog, okay? And what happened is over time, as that blog got popular, people started contacting me. Employers started contacting me, right? They started offering me jobs. Eventually, as people started contacting me, I said, hey, I do some freelancing. I can do this job for you. And I charge $50 an hour. And then I charge $100 an hour. And then I charge $200. And then finally I got to the point where I was charging $300 an hour. And I was turning away business because I was getting so much business and it was coming to me. That's the beauty of inbound marketing. And it's more than just the blog, right? It's marketing yourself, right? The blog is a good way to get people coming to get to know who you are, okay? But you got to be a little bit smart. You got to be able to, manage the leads that are coming in, get their email addresses. You should get out there and be on some podcasts, maybe write a book, right? I did all of these things, create a YouTube channel. Obviously, you're watching this YouTube channel. But as you build that reputation, and you have a place where people can find you on the internet, you're going to have people coming to you, and now you're going to have a steady stream of business that's going to keep on coming for as long as you want it, and it doesn't cost you much overhead, especially once you've got that established and you have a lot of traffic coming to you. And then it also opens up the possibility to do other things. I also built up an audience, and I realized that I could create products. I could sell to that audience, right? I could create advertising revenue. I could do affiliate deals and affiliate promotions and create revenue from that. So it helped me to be able to build up this huge business and to build up, revenue from the business that didn't just rely on me trading my time. And now I could be independent. I could travel the world, and I have traveled the world, and I don't have to do a lot to run and maintain the company because it's not me just trading my dollars for hours or my hours for dollars. What you really need to do is you need to focus on marketing yourself, become, work on inbound marketing. You can check out how to market yourself as a software developer. I've also got some books, and the Simple Programmer is just going to be a great resource for you. So make sure you click the subscribe button down below, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.